Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
What
I can hear you.
what are you watching in the background?
The trailer for Made in Manhattan
Wait, what is Made in Manhattan with Jennifer Lopez?
with Jennifer Lopez. Yeah.
Okay. Are you watching the trailer to see if you're sold on watching the whole film or?
No, we get into these like Apple TV holes where we just watch trailers just for hours and hours and hours and never actually watch anything.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
not at all.
What are you still arguing with Luis Gomez, or that's the best thing on Twitter is you and Luis Gomez debating a point.
Yeah, I feel like Lewis is like you remember that Simpsons episode where Homer gets into the argument with the parrot?
Yes.
That's what Lewis is for me.
Yeah,
Is anytime I see Lewis post, I just hear, "Oh, Homer, there's that bird you like to argue with."
I can't believe you go like I'll look at something and I'm like, I wonder if Nick's gonna go at this, and then like you'll go at it and you'll keep going with it, and I'm like, this is wild. You
No,
know?
I'll let it go after like a day. I'm like tapped out.
See, what's funny is Lewis is still fighting other people on that same thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
was
all Lewis knows is fighting. You
right.
know, he's one of those guys that's like, I've been fighting my whole life.
Yeah.
And that seems noble until you see what they're fighting for.
Right.
And it's one of those guys is like, I'm from the streets. I've been a fighter my entire life. And what that means is bullying the people at Burger King because they forgot to hand him a receipt.
Right.
So now he demands an entire refund for his whole meal.
Right.
Based on a policy he saw at Mrs. Fields Cookies an hour earlier.
Yeah. But he's a fighter, you know?
Yeah.
He has morals and he's got values and he sticks up for them. I love Lewis, and some of what Lewis says I agree with. And then some of it, like I remember that time we were both on and Lewis was just basically like, he was talking about minimum wage. And then he was basically like, his whole concept of minimum wage was just the word minimum. And he's like, you shouldn't do the minimum. And we're like, no, it's not that. It's like, it's not just the word. Yeah.
My favorite, what I liked the most about his most recent thing, the idea that like, it was that
the only people that should have
the only people that should have an opinion, which initially he is right. I misread him initially,
right?
Because I thought his point was that people who don't have kids shouldn't talk about issues involving having kids. That wasn't his point. You can go ahead and put these back on. It's not that that wasn't his point. It's that only people with children in a business should talk about any issue,
right.
not just those issues. Is they're the only ones entitled to opinion on anything.
Yes, right.
Which is interesting. I haven't heard that particular take before.
I understand like to an extent, and I understand like when he's saying that like, let's say like if I lived in a specific community, I might have more invested in that particular community and I might have more of an idea of what's going on in that community. So like my opinion might be more valid, but it also might not be, like because I'm so close to something, I might not have a valid opinion either. But yeah, he's very much in the whole camp of like, if you don't have a business, which Gas Digital technically is a business. I know the FBI and the Attorney General have their own ideas of what Gas Digital is, but it is a business. And he thinks if you don't have a Gas Digital, you shouldn't speak.
Right, yeah. Well, beyond that, it's like his analogy is like, because I texted him, I'm like, hey, man, I'm just like fucking around, I'm not.
Right.
And he's like, no, I understand. He's like, me too, dude. He's like, we're just having a good time. And he's like, but he's like, I just think my analogy of like a poker player stands. And he's like, if you don't have chips at the table, you don't have, if you don't have chips in the game, you're just somebody watching the game. And it's like, okay, well, somebody watching the game still can have an understanding of the rules of poker.
Right. Right.
I mean, it's like, it's not like people's opinions determine the outcome of a poker game. It's like the objective like rules and facts of the game itself.
Right.
So it's like, in fact, like a guy not playing the game isn't emotionally invested, so he's able to like probably make better decisions than the person in the game.
Who
It's like
knows?
somebody.
Yeah.
It's like it's somebody with an objective view.
Yeah, I mean, it would depend. I think it's so personal that you don't know what that guy in the audience brings to it, either. But it's like one of those weird statements. It's a very Lewis statement that I see what he's saying. I get it. I think he just wants people to go like, "You've done good. You're good. You did a good thing. You have a business. It's great. We love you.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You have a kid. You're not beating your kid." Like he goes on Twitter every day. He's like, "I don't beat my kid." I'm like, well, that's good. That's positive that you do not hit your child. No, he's a good dad. He's actually a very, very good dad.
No, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, which is good. How bad? Because you look at Epstein shit. Were you surprised when he got rearrested, or were you like not surprised?
I mean, it's like the thing with Epstein is like if it weren't for Trump being elected, nobody would give a shit.
Right.
And it's so funny to see the narrative on social media turn into this thing where it's like, oh, of course these Trump guys, they care about Pizzagate, but they don't care about this. And it's like Epstein is a central figure to the Pizzagate conspiracy.
Oh yeah, huge.
You'd be hard pressed to find people who talk about Pizzagate that aren't talking about fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
Imagine if they were if they were Pizzagate. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, they make excuses for Trump. Like the two I've seen mainly are that the prosecutor at the time, like in some interview, did say like, well, I'll tell you what, with all the people I served like subpoenas to or talked to, Donald Trump was the only one that picked up the phone at the time and was like, oh, I'll tell you whatever you need to know. He was like the prosecutor in Miami or whatever. There's some clip of him saying that Trump made an effort to help the investigation and cooperate, which is interesting. Not that it exonerates him for going on the pedophile plane, but
now the thing with the people going on the pedophile plane, Bill Clinton goes on it 26 times, and then he leaves the Secret Service off, so that's very creepy. But I like there's been other people on the plane like Chris Tucker, Katie Kerr, maybe Katie Kerr, I don't really know. Supposedly Chelsea Handler's like an associate of this guy. I don't think Chelsea Handler's fucking underage chicks. I don't know. Like, there's probably some people that are just in the proximity of this guy, and this might be Trump too, who aren't guilty of the heinous crimes that other people are.
Well, you know me. I'm not a Trump guy, but sort of leaning into the idea that it's only elite Democrats that want to go have sex with children is fun for me because it hurts them.
Right.
Right. I enjoy that narrative personally.
Yeah. Well, it's a good, fun narrative.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it's fun to watch because it's like when you have back to the Lewis analogy, but I don't have any skin in the game. I don't give a fuck. Like if it turned out that Donald Trump is like also an elite file, it's like I didn't fucking vote for the guy. I don't care. But also Hillary Clinton murdering children, drinking their blood to cure her Parkinson's.
Right.
Can we comment on that?
We joke around about that, but how? And I sometimes think about it because I did like a lot of shows with like the Franklin scandal and like all that, which was Republicans and Democrats. It's like it's everybody. What do you think? There's any chance that you see like Bill Clinton get questioned, or I don't know if I would say indicted, but do you think that they're dragged into this at all?
What are the chances that they like face any kind of consequences for this?
Right.
Absolutely zero. Nothing will happen.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
There is nothing that's going to fucking happen.
But this is the thing with people that like conspiracies and they like all this shit. What I've realized is they think it's a show where there's a series finale, and they're going to get what they want. Like Guantanamo opens, everybody gets thrown in, but it's like, guys, it's not like that. It's a soap opera where you just eventually don't care anymore and you stop watching.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing will happen at all. I mean, it's like, I mean, I would not be surprised if they indict him on all these charges and then he still only gets like 6 years of supervised probation.
Right.
I mean, it's like not like work release. It'll be the same exact thing again. Right. It's just like, the idea that like these people ever face consequences for anything is just it's a fantasy.
It's laughable.
I mean, right. That's the conspiracy.
Yeah. I mean, is Hillary Clinton, if you had to guess, and again, we don't have any skin in the game, I consider you a citizen journalist. If you podcaster, citizen journalist, if you had to guess, like, Clinton's definitely fucking underage girls. That's Bill, 100%, right? I mean, there's no way. Without a doubt. Now, Hillary, what is Hillary doing? Do you think she is into the weird witch shit?
I think she's pretending like she enjoys doing that to fit in.
But she just wants to be making deals with John McCain again. For defense contractors,
right. She wants to seem like she's down with children, because that's like that's what you want to do that's politics.
That's how to get ahead. You got to be smart. Play the cards the right way. It's creepy. Do you think we'll see like big name people get mentioned? Like we have Chris Tucker already. Who's somebody that would really throw you? That's like on his plane. Who would really shock you?
Well, Chris, that's a different Chris Tucker.
Well, no, I didn't.
That's what I've been told. I've been told is that it's a different Chris Tucker.
Oh, I was thinking it was weird that you had. I don't think of black people as files. I don't know why.
Right. No. Yeah. I mean, I doubt that the Chris Tucker we know and love has any idea
what's even happening
on Twitter. People are saying he's a file. I don't think that he even knows that that's occurring.
Right. Jeez. Who is the Chris Tucker then?
I don't know. I've just been told that, because people are like, oh, it's a different one. It's a different guy.
Oh. Well, what about Prince Andrew? That guy is up to his knees.
Yeah, it's a different Prince Andrew. That one is black. That is a black man who goes by Prince Andrew.
That's a Nigerian. That's a Nigerian prince.
Yeah, I should be clear. That is a black man named Prince Andrew.
That's great. What if this goes down the way it goes down and people get named, people are going to have to defend themselves from the allegations that they were children. And that's kind of hilarious. As horrible as
it's yes.
Is there anything funnier than that? Like the idea of like these fuckers sitting down with a PR firm like PMK in Hollywood and going, listen, I just got to get my side of the story out there. Yes, I was on the island. Yes, I took the plane, but nothing happened.
Yeah. I mean, I think they should get ahead of it and just turn it in. I mean, the smart thing to do is as soon as Epstein was indicted, fucking hire a production company and just put it on TV as a reality show, File Island. And that's the kind of thing that you could easily slip under the radar of most Americans. Like you could serve it up to them under their nose and they wouldn't think twice about it. They'd be like, "Oh, Bill Clinton's on a show."
Right.
It's Bill Clinton and the black man from Rush Hour are having sex with children, but it's a competition.
You couldn't call it File Island. You'd have to have another name for it, and then I think it would be fine. Like as long as you didn't say the word file.
Right. Know? Yeah. The Surreal Life.
Right. Right.
Surreal Life season 6 is just Bill Clinton having with children on
Yeah.
on a millionaire's private island.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people sacrificing kids. Why does Jeffrey
Yeah,
Epstein have that temple on
yeah,
his island?
yeah. Unfortunately, Kevin Spacey beat one of the boys to death, and he's being asked to leave the island. And it's just him packing up his cabana.
Don't worry,
And he's
Kevin
like,
will
I
be
can't.
back later in the season
Yeah,
to give commentary.
yeah, yeah. Back by popular demand, Kevin has returned from rehab. Isle Island.
All right, hold on. We're having a tech issue. You're breaking up a little bit here. This is probably the
Yeah, I
NSA.
think that's no. It's my fault. I stepped into the other room.
That's
Can you hear me
okay.
now?
Yeah, you're good now. You're good now.
Yeah, no,
What?
I stepped into the other room with my headphones on,
Okay.
so
Don't.
that
Well,
I
please,
went out of range of my phone.
please don't do that again. What are you? I just think this is so funny. Like, do you like the Yas Queen, like neoliberal, people are already starting to say that this is like a white supremacist, like this is a
Yeah,
white supremacist cause. Like preventing kids from getting fucked is like the new patriarchy, white
I
supremacist.
haven't seen that take, but I'm not surprised.
It's I think Vice did a thing, and then other people just jump on it where they're like,
Yeah, well, Vice wrote a thing about Epstein back when the Miami Herald started breaking the story again, because what happened is that Acosta was appointed, and anything that Trump does, they have to figure out why it's bad,
right,
and like the typical liberals they are. They don't even do a second of fucking research to find out if one of their like sacred cows has done exactly the same fucking thing and has as policy, going on the past like three Democratic, administrations or whatever. And so they jumped on the Acosta thing because of, his time as a DA or whatever. He cut that fucking deal
yeah,
for Epstein. And then, you Google Epstein, and all that comes up is old Fox News articles about fucking Bill Clinton's buddy, Jeff Epstein, going to prison for being a pedophile. Like Fox covered it pretty heavily because it was a way to smear the Clintons, and nobody gave a shit about Donald Trump at the time. So like if it weren't for that, nobody would be talking about it. And now they have to do this like mental work to justify talking about the thing in a way that doesn't validate all of the quote unquote like insane conspiracy theorists that they shit all over a year ago for like the Pizzagate stuff. And this is the other thing, like a lot of there are obviously the guy that brought the gun to Pizzagate or whatever and started killing people. Like that guy's crazy, and he thinks,
well, he didn't kill anybody.
Well, yeah, I know, but he's started shooting. The guy who like brought the gun to fucking Comet Ping Pong Pizza, and
Right.
maybe he got a round off. I can't remember.
That is
But
wrong for everyone listening to this. That is
yeah,
not what we want you to do. So,
well, that
right.
guy, yeah,
Just
that
buy
guy,
the CBD. Okay.
right? That guy is fucking insane. But for the most part, it's like Pizzagate is mostly like a joke. Like most of the people that are involved in it as a conspiracy theory, like there are things that are probably true, namely like Epstein with his like services of underage fucking girls are being used by elites because, why the fuck not? They're the most
Right.
powerful people in the world. Why not continue to exploit people in like a direct face-to-face way rather than through like their job. I mean, it's like somebody that sits in a fucking office and authorizes like the deaths of fucking thousands of people at a time. It's like not that much of a stretch to think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go fuck a boy afterwards. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
Right.
yeah. But like some of the Pizzagate stuff, like fucking like secret messages in the menu or whatever, like looking at like if you look like fucking Tony Podesta has the second set of eyelids. It's like,
Right.
all right,
Right.
I
It's
mean,
a
a
little
lot of
much.
that is well, it's a much, but it's also it's like it's like kind of like I mean, it's a joke. It's like a lot of it is like stems out of like that alt-right fascination with like meme culture or whatever. And so there's a lot of people just leaning into something that is like sort of a fucked up conspiracy that is like, true. Like the fact that fucking Bill Clinton flies on the plane with this guy. and then extra stuff is added onto it because it's fun.
Right.
It's fun and it's funny to say these things or whatever. And like, like we do it or whatever. We do literally the same thing with like fucking David Geffen and Steven Spielberg. I
Right.
mean, it's like, are David Geffen, Steven Spielberg files? Probably not, but it's very funny to say, and
Yeah.
it's like, it's very funny to be like,
My
well, why
my
is there
yeah,
why
yeah.
is there a boy in the DreamWorks logo? How did he get to the moon?
Yeah,
Do they
that's
have
what
a
that's
secret
the first
base?
5 minutes of my act when I go on the road. I tell everyone that Steven Spielberg's a file, and they
Right.
love it. I mean,
It's very funny.
they
It's
enjoy it. No, I'm kidding,
it's
but I
very
should.
it's yeah. No, it's very funny. It's like a very funny
Well,
thing
it's
to
just the
say.
idea that this guy that made all of these films that you love, and
Yeah.
that's is kids. It's one of those things where it's like, huh, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
It's a,
No, but yeah, I mean, like, but the thing is like, yeah, Vice did it back in like, I think December. They published some article that's like, oh, this like weird connection to Bill Clinton is like stirring up a bunch of alt-right hateful trolls with an insane conspiracy theory. And then they try to extricate the Epstein thing and the connection to Donald Trump or whatever from all of the implications of all the Democrats and also like all of these things that people were saying about fucking Pizzagate. And it really can't be, like taken out of that context. And it fucks with them for the same reason that like you bring up like, oh well, Obama deported more people than fucking Trump did, and there was also children in cages effectively. I mean, it wasn't policy to like separate parents from their kids, but it's like, I mean, you're comparing like Auschwitz to fucking Birkenau or whatever, and like being like, well, now it's bad
right.
because there's that, they don't have music in the gas chambers, and it's like, well, you didn't give a shit about this before, and like, it's good that you care now, but like, stop making it seem, or like, look for a way where you have no fucking overlap with these alt-right guys that you think are like purely just evil, and any like common ground in terms of like thinking things are bad with them. You need to like justify in your head why it's, not that it's okay that Bill Clinton did that, but like, no, we really need to like hammer out the connection with Trump. It's like, I don't know. That's the take I see predominantly on Twitter. That is like the most annoying to me, at least.
Yeah. Well, this is, it's going to last. It's going to continue. That's going to just, nobody wants that to end. I've kind of realized that. Like, I would like it to end, and other people that are tired of it, but nobody's tired of that yet on that side. I think you have to get tired of it on that side and go, you know what? I'm just tired of doing this, Like,
Of what, being like a resistance guy that makes
yeah,
excuses for like,
yeah. You just got to go, like, I've done this for years. I'm tired of it. It's boring. It's like when you're like a drug addict for a while. Eventually, you get to a point where you go, or you don't, or you die. But a lot of people get to a point and they go, I don't want to do this anymore. And like, I read that article about the Amber girl and the other Anna, whatever, and it seemed like a
yeah, I
reason.
didn't read it, but
It seemed
yeah.
like a reasonable article, and I don't know. I don't even know why people are angry anymore. I don't even get it.
Yeah, well, that
Yeah.
mostly has to do with like fucking like, I guess like, quote unquote leftist infighting, but I mean, the reality is that like, socialism or leftist politics in general, especially as it plays out on social media, is just sort of like a magnet for like insane narcissistic careerists. So it lets you be like especially now that it's like combined with like identity politics stuff, it lets you be like a scold, um, for both like class-based reasons and race-based reasons now, and it's attracted, I don't want to like mention specific people, but like shittier comedians that had nothing going on who are like, well, I wasn't funny, so now I just get to be right about everything.
Right. Yeah.
And like, they're always just waiting for an opportunity to cancel people who are conveniently always just in front of them in like the line in terms of ascension in like whoever the left media darling is for the moment, in Well, for the most part, like specifically New York. I mean, it's like you look at the people who hate Amber the most, and they're like, it's almost like their podcast has one less listener, and they're like the logical next step in terms of like, oh well, who should we like instead of this person who you have said is bad. And I think that drives most of that like cancel stuff, with specifically like people on the left going after other people on the left.
That's why
At
you
least,
gotta really appreciate the ethics of people like Laura Loomer,
yeah,
Cernovich, Lauren Southern. People that really they have a code.
yeah,
Just,
they do have a code. It's a code based on gorillas, I think, with Mike.
Now he's the guy. He's out there claiming, and Metzger had him on the other day. My friend called me. My friend who produces Metzger's podcast goes, Mike Cernovich is in my garage.
Yeah,
Cernovich is claiming, and maybe it's true, I don't know, that he's the reason Epstein got rearrested because he.
No, I'm the reason.
That's what I thought. I said I think it's
Nick
Mullen.
Me.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's Cumtown. I thought it was Nick Mullen. Yeah.
Mike can fuck off. We did the work. That was us.
You brought him in.
We got a little bit of help from the Miami Herald.
Yeah,
they did some good reporting.
Julie K. Brown. I think she you scooped her on a lot of stuff, but whatever.
We did.
Yeah.
I don't remember talking to her, but I've heard through certain channels she's a huge fan of the show.
Yeah.
And and yeah, as a result, that's where most of her she sourced most of her information from. A lot of that stuff, I don't know if you read the Miami Herald coverage over the last couple of months, but yeah, a lot of it had to do with the DreamWorks logo and my theories about a boy fucking camp on the moon that David Geffen has access to.
Yeah. Well, they were posting all of their articles in like a Coke frenzy at 3:08 in the morning. So I was like, oh
yeah,
there's something to this.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. All that stuff in there about how Adam's a bug. A lot of that.
That's what led her. That's what led her down the Epstein rabbit hole.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do you think it's going to get really bad in terms of like, do you think now when all this stuff starts to come out, there's going to be more guns in pizzerias? Like, do you think it just unravels? Are people going to just lose it?
No, I think like fucking like I like the ideal situation is like the fucking absolute ideal situation. How I would love for this to play out is the court documents are unsealed. We learn more information. It implicates like Dershowitz, Clintons, all of these fucking people. It's like
all
it's
Democrats,
clear as
all
Democrats. Yeah. And then he's like, no, actually, I kind of only met Trump that one or two times, and it's like there's zero implication to Trump. And then a week later, like Trump, like, I don't know, stares at like a fucking waitress's ass and he gets caught on like camera doing it. And then people are like, how this waitress ass gate is the biggest scandal of the year. And then like, we just completely move on.
We completely forget about
it. There is not a fucking word spoken, and they drop the charges on a technicality, and there's just like nothing.
Epstein
and then
moves back into his mansion. Everything just
Epstein goes back to his mansion. Biden gets the nomination and loses Donald Trump, and we have 4 more years. It's like that's the ideal. That's the ideal situation.
There's nothing better. There's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
In closing, and thank you very much for doing this over the phone. I appreciate it. Are you going to come out here ever?
To where? To Los Angeles?
Yeah. No, to Miami, so we could go hang out outside Epstein's house.
Yeah. We got a couple of crossbows, and we're going to check out the Epstein property with self-defense crossbows only.
I told Ray Kump to just go down there and run on his property and just run around. I'm like, why not?
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I'm like, Ray, you have nothing to lose. Let the dogs go at you a little bit.
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah, you should. You should definitely come out. here, and we could do like an investigation. Maybe we could get to Spielberg's house. I don't know, but
that would be great. Yeah.
you know, we could.
Yeah, if we can rent a hot air balloon and hover it over David Geffen's property, and use binoculars,
Yeah.
to and like maybe like just fucking a loudspeaker and just says, if there's any boys in the house, please come up to the roof and identify yourself. Please announce your age on the roof of his house.
I feel maybe more than the kids. I think I feel for Chris Tucker the most out of this whole thing. Like Chris Tucker is sitting there somewhere with no clue that people on Twitter are saying he's kids on a plane. He has no idea.
Yeah.
He probably hates flying.
Chris Tucker is somewhere with his great granddaughter, and she's trying to show him TikTok. he's like, man, come on, I can't be doing no phone shit. And then it like pops up. His name's trending on Twitter. She's like, Granddaddy, you're trending on Twitter, and he's like, what? They're like, this ain't your file.
That's great.
And then
he Googles file.
He's like, what the hell is a pedophile? what the hell? What? Come on, I don't be fucking with no phone shit.
All right, Nick, thank you so much for calling in, dude. You're the best. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Later, buddy.
All right, buddy.